a special gift for that particular individual? Are you sitting there asking yourself, come on, Gord, because you can't find anything? Never fear, the perfect gift is here. That's right, just in time for the holidays. It's Brett Keen's Greatest Hits Situations Volume 2. The Manatee returns with even more strangely familiar songs, jam-packed on one CD set. Rock out to such classics as
If I leave you to tomorrow, would anyone remember me? Laying down on the mattress, I stuff my face with mac and cheese. If I hold another hangout, will it bring me YouTube fame? 'Cause I'm just a manatee now. And manatees you cannot change. No, 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 no. Oh, darn, I can't change. Just last night, I was beating my wife, darn, come tomorrow. TV channel will be gone just last night. I was slapping my wife, darn, come tomorrow. Rock peasants will be gone now. Take me down to the festive city where the spouses serve no cheese in the chili. Under the bridge downtown, I ate some mac and cheese under the bridge downtown. I just heard the news today. $1,000 to show my gums to TJ with mouth wide open. Gums in the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'm eating mac and cheese. Cut my steak in 2 pieces. That is my last resort. Only gums now, no chewing. Dorn, what the fuck do you think you are doing? Darn it. Darn it.
This is Manatee to Major Dome. I need some mac and cheese.
We've got 4.
And I'm punching in your most peculiar face.
Never situations, never fear. So they dub me unforgiven. Welcome to the buffet. We got mac and cheese. Tastes so good you beat your wife. Watch it bring her to her knees. There is a house in Festus, and it's called the Fallen King. And it's dark and full of waterheads, and never is it clean. I've been waiting for this mac and cheese for over an hour. Oh, darn. Darn. Just ate some pie. Put the fork up to my lips. Tasted it, and it tastes like shit. I said, woman, your life has just begun. But now you've gone and thrown it all away. Darn, darn, darn. Ooh. When I asked you for some pie, I didn't mean something that you bought from the Safe Mart. Bake that pie, bake that tie, 'cause nothing really matters.
Only $14.95. But wait, there's more! Order now and you will also receive last year's best-selling album, Brett Keen's Greatest Hits Situations Volume 1, absolutely free. That's both volumes for the low, low price of only $14.95. Stop sitting there and order today.
I see a little silhouette of mac and cheese. Got a moose, don't you better get cooking. Thunderbolts and lightning, black eyes are so frightening. Galileo, 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 Galileo was a God-believer situation. I'm just an individual, nobody loves me. He's just an individual with a poor family, saving my house from my donation drives. Waterheads, waterheads, I make waterheads. Bismillah, no, my children, waterheads, waterheads. Bismillah, my children, waterheads, waterheads. Bismillah, my children, waterheads. Children, waterheads, children, waterheads, waterheads. Heads, 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 heads. Dorn, 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 waterhead. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me, 'cause I'm a God believer.
I am David Attenborough. And this is Todd and Nature. Todd and Nature. Todd and Nature.
I sell barrel rolling, barrel rolling. 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 I sell.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Go fuck yourselves. That's right, folks.
Goddamn motherfucking go! Motherfucking go! Motherfucking go! Goddamn motherfucking go! Motherfucking go! Motherfucking go!
I sell barrel rolling, barrel rolling. 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 Barrel rolling, barrel rolling. I sell barrel rolling, barrel rolling. I sell barrel rolling, barrel rolling. I sell barrel rolling, barrel rolling.
Because I'm not going to have the lexicon out there for my name, JWE Revelation News, of having a small fucking dick. I don't. I have a normal size Eastern European slack. I have slack. Shanny, do I hang a bit? You hang a bit. Do I flop? You flop. See, I got floppage, folks. Hot damn! Hot damn!
Shanny, you're not a Christian, you're a whore.
I have slack.
Hot damn! Hot damn!
You can't even be honest with yourselves. That's sad.
Because I'm not going to have the lexicon out there for my name, JWE Revelation News, of having a small fucking dick. Small fucking dick.
Jason,
Small fucking dick. Small fucking dick.
he's got bigger feet than you.
But yeah, you have to say that. Like,
I'm sorry.
yeah, just fucking leave it alone. I don't want people to know that.
Jason, chill out.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Go fuck yourselves.
That's right, folks.
I sell barrel rolling, barrel rolling. 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 I sell barrel rolling, barrel rolling.
Your arguments are stupid.
You're a punk ass bitch.
If we are free, I can go out and kill that motherfucker that I don't like right now.
Your goddamn motherfucking go!
Can you say it? Say it right now for me.
You're evil fucking woman!
So good night, everybody, and fuck off. Fuck off.
Broke up.
Okay, I thought it was going to start at the beginning, but I guess not. We're going to skip all the bullshit, the stupid-ass intros. We're going to get to the meat and potatoes. I'm not doing this whole stupid-ass video today at all.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Yay! Okay. So if you guys don't know who's that, become a member. Yeah, I don't know why y'all become. It's a scam. Don't do it. Don't like this. It's literally a scam. Don't do it. All right. What's going on? Oh, I meant now that there's less people for me to talk to, I can pay attention to the chat. Let me do the roll call that I love doing so much. Somebody, what's it? Gramdolph. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that person just became a member. Who we got? Joda, we got TIE Fighter Jet, Mr. Rugby Loose Head. Hello, Streamlabs. Goodbye, Streamlabs. Ali Biss, what's up? Bite Me TJ. Jules, nobody cares. Mandy Momo. Who else we got? Chats, Junebug. We got Olafala. We got Carrie Silveri. GG Allen's always here. Who's that? Angie Shit Ninja. Oh, we got one of my Shit Ninjas. Yeah, hello, Shit Ninja. Hello. Codename Angie. Codename Angie Shit Ninja. Kristen Smith, somebody's been around for a hot minute, making an artist. So anyway, if you don't know who Brett Keane is, he probably has one of the most prolific footprints on YouTube than Von Helton. Like if you want to talk about like people who I can't even say YouTube. I have to hand it to people like Brett Keane and Vaughn. They are prolific across several platforms. Stickum, Pal Talk, MIRC. How Telnet. How far do we want to go back? I don't know. So Brett Keane is known for many a thing, but he is probably most well known for turning on motherfuckers at a moment's notice. And those of us who are very familiar with Brett Keane and his antics, we all know where this is leading. Shanny and Rev have both been shit on by Brett Keane. If you have not known that, you're about to get a little education here, folks. Okay? Brett Keane has shit on every single person that has helped him when it's convenient. This man has flip-flopped. He has floppers, folks. He has flip-flopped religious beliefs, political affiliations. It doesn't matter. He is after money. I have to give it to Brett Keane. Him and Rev have a lot in common, right? Besides the mother who, besides being left lots of money, Brett doesn't really have very many things in common with a lot of people, except Rev and Brett are both two guys who have done absolutely nothing with their life besides write shitty book. I'll give them that. Both of them have written at least one shitty book in their lifetime. So, you know what? That's, awesome. I did tell people last night, though, people who are new to Brett Keane, when they get to the point where they're talking about Brett Keane was like the progenitor of YouTube atheism, that is actually correct. Believe it or not, the names that people throw out there, like amazing atheists and stuff, like Brett Keane was a person who influenced them, and this is pretty well known knowledge for people who've been around for a while. But it sounds far fetched, but believe it or not, yes, this guy was on when YouTube was very young. Well, as Shanny says, very young. When YouTube was very young, this guy was one of the first people speaking out against religion and sort of, I guess, encouraging other people to do so, which I think that was probably more so accurate as far as what he really believes. The stuff that you see here, the God TV radio bullshit, this is all for show. He knows that Christians online in particular will reach in their pockets and fucking give to anyone spreading the good gospel, right? Certain Christians, I'll say that. So he knows where the money is. Okay, cool, bro. Do what you do. But it's that's a little bit of Brett Keane trivia. Besides the fact that yes, he has conducted a few hoaxes as far as the harassment that he's been. How did Shanny phrase it? Going under in, doing under in, or going under in. Somebody. So y'all know what I'm talking about, right? There's a line that Shanny. There's a line that she has, and she had said it like a month ago, within the last month, that she's been going under in a lot of stress. I can't remember how she phrased it, but I had almost choked on myself when I first heard it. Anyway, So we have a sort of a tentative alliance here, right? These characters, we'll call them that, have decided that they're going to band together once again, because this isn't the only time. They're going to band together and they're going to form a solid front against all the evil people who have the audacity to say that their behavior is abhorrent or some cases illegal, or against terms of service. But because Brett is technically not supposed to be on YouTube, but lucky for him, he has people who believe that he should be on the YouTubes, and people have signed up for accounts in their name and then just handed him over all the credentials so he can still stream. That's how he's on here. He's probably going to tell Shanny to do the same thing, which I'm hoping he does, because that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Somebody's saying on Twitch, was it Dragnauct? Do you also remember that Brett scammed his supporters saying that he was being evicted, then came and showing stuff from Amazon wishlist? Oh, the various scams. Thank you, Ghost82 UK. Yes, I'd be remiss if I left off the scams that he's conducted. So if you're not familiar with Brett King, yes, he's a woman beater. Yes, he's a scammer. Yes, he's not supposed to be on YouTube his damn self. And he's aligning himself with people who also abuse women and children. So it's birds of a feather, birds of a fucking feather. That's if anything, if you get nothing out of listening or watching any of this stuff, birds of a feather flock together. There you go. I know it's cliche, but it's true. It is absolutely true in this case. The stuff that I'm saying can be looked up. It can be easily researched. I'm not going to bring all the receipts because there's way too many, and I don't care to for Brett, but. Ask anybody who knows Brett, and Brett will actually tell you himself in some cases, oh, it was just a mistake, and he brushed it under the rug. But it's pretty serious when you create a hoax that the evil atheists on the internet are attacking your kids and calling them, and this is a quote, water-headed retards. He called his own kids that. Yeah, he called his own kids that and tried to say that the evil atheists online were doing it. And got caught. So that's the type of person we're dealing with. Anyway. All right. So what is this? Some of you remember very recently, if you've been watching Shanny on her Instagram, on Twitch, if you've been catching X, more than likely you've been watching XX and the videos that she's been collating on her channel from Shanny and Rev. Shanny is now doing hashtag Free Shanny. So Drag, what the fuck is that? It's a campaign. There's a campaign that Shanny has started herself with the help of Rev. Thank you, Lady Lobotomy. Okay, interesting name. All right. So Shanny feels that she's being targeted and harassed. She is a TI. She is a targeted individual situation. And because of that, she needs your help and your money to get out of this rut. Yeah. She needs it. So she's not going to go on anyone's channel. She's not going to be on the interwebs. But she's not. Until people give her compensation, one, and an apology, two. Which I've told her on both accounts that she can kiss my ass. Which I don't actually want her to because she's disgusting. But that's essentially the long and short of it. But she is going to do interviews with certain people. She did leave a little bit of wiggle room for that. And this particular individual situation here, Brett Keane, is
Rip my fucking thing off after being in you. Yeah. It's sterile and disgusting after being in you. Wow. Who the fuck would want to fuck me after that? Wow. It's true. Wow. That's
Shout out to Rickzilla finally giving Brett a W.
Oh man, I heard about Rick going up against Brett. I don't want to watch it, but I do want to watch it. She renamed her Instagram. I think hashtag Free Shanny something. I don't know. But she renamed it recently. But she is on strike. Yes, Lady Star. She's on strike. She's not talking to anyone, but she's talking to people. But she's not talking to anybody. Just like Rev. He's left the internet, but he didn't leave the internet. But he is off the internet, but he didn't really leave the internet. But you all know how it works, right? You all know how it works. So that's what we're working with. So I'm not gonna finish this entire video today. I think the wife said she wants to go out and go on a date before we go out on our trip. Quick reminder, if I appreciate any and all super chats and all that cool shit, I would honestly prefer you use the other link though, the Streamlabs tip link thing. Exclamation point Pledge Week, whatever the fuck it is. My mods in the chat, please put that, whatever the fuck it is. I don't remember. I should at some point actually remember what that link is, but if you want to, if you're going to be petty, please use that link. Thank you. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. People have gotten notification. I'm trying to stall and wait for people to get it. That's all. I'm just talking.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, gotta mute the mic. Yeah, all right. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keene from Gman TV Radio, and ShannyForChrist, and Jason is with us. Do not put any negative or nasty, disgusting comments out in the comment.
So, please feel free, folks who are watching, to put, if you want to put negative comments, please put negative comments. Disgusting ones, I would just, take your time with them. Don't overload, but feel free to speak your mind in chat.
Board or
but obviously you members, because you guys are the special ones, okay? This is for you guys. I was too lazy to set up a members only stream where only members see it, so you guys are the ones that get to chat. Everyone else has to watch.
I will block you. This is not some kind of drama thing where people get to be abusive and nasty. You guys have done that shit for about a year or two to Shanny and Jason. We're going to have a discussion and try to have us a good time if possible. Let me go ahead and put you guys up on the big screen. Let's see what we got. There we go. So how is things?
So I've learned a little bit about the chroma keying and all that kind of shit. So Streamlabs hasn't worked in weeks. I'm gonna reset it. I don't know what's going on with it, but so you notice I have a green screen as well, right? So what do y'all notice that's a little bit different though about my green screen? Do y'all see the weird fuzziness behind me? Nobody sees. Let me increase. Let me make myself bigger. Oh god, I'm too close to her. Okay, so you notice that you don't really see the fuzziness, right? So these folks have had a green screen longer than me. Had all the money to get all the bells and whistles and stuff. Yet they still do this. Like it's but here's, and the only reason I'm even bringing attention to that, right, is that they think that they should be paid for the quality content that they provide. Many of you watched the other day where I left my computer running, and y'all saw that long ass stream where she just walked away for like 2 hours. You even see, you just heard, you heard all those crazy ass sounds, right? This is what y'all should pay for. Obviously, this is worth your money.
Things been going. I guess we can start with that.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Oh, Shanny.
We're on the verge of being homeless. It's impossible for us to get jobs because of these people that have been harassing us for years. And we don't know what to do anymore.
So it's impossible for them to get jobs. And I said, well, that doesn't sound right. Shanny has now stated that there's some sort of letter campaign that was conducted, and specifically in her neighborhood, where nobody likes her and nobody will hire her or Jason. Jason has said that you don't see my fuzz. Shut up, Dynacat. So Shanny and Rev have both said that they've been effectively blacklisted. Shanny does have previous charges. So I actually do believe Shanny when she says that she can't get a job. She has several assault charges. I would imagine that would probably stop her. Jason does have a charge, supposedly, but it's he according to him, it's obstruction.
Off after being in you.
Yeah.
It's sterile and disgusting after being in you.
Wow.
Who the fuck would want to fuck me after that?
Wow.
It's true.
Wow.
Shout out to Drag's Toes moving out party. One should be gone by the end of the year. Breaking news, Rev is still very poor and he did it to himself.
Well, no, Billy, my whole foot's going to be gone after I break it off inside your ass. But anyway, so when Shanny says that she can't get a job, I do believe that, and just on her word, and I'm not in the fan club of taking Shanny for her word, but I've seen her criminal record. Like there's several, like I said, there's more than one assault charge against her that anybody can Google right now. Got you. Rev, a little different. obstruction of a peace officer, a little bit less of a charge, right? Yeah, you interfere with shit. Yeah. My buddy Xavier said, hey, no, I got a cousin that works for Turkey Hill. He has a felony. Turkey Hill, the Tyson's meat-like company that's in PA. I want to verify two things. I reached out to somebody and they said that they couldn't. Well, their avenue that they could check on people's charges and shit like that has been sort of cut. So I have to go through another route in order to verify that Rev does indeed have his charge, right? Because again, it would match what I have seen, absolutely, right? I could just accept it, but I want to verify. I always want to verify. I also want to verify Turkey Hill's hiring policy because, again, a buddy of mine, Xavier, says his cousin has a charge or two and works for them. So we all know people with a criminal history, people who have been legit incarcerated, and they have jobs. All of us know somebody. Mrs. Parker's husband has been in the pen. He's gainfully employed. So is it Turkey they make ice cream too? Oh shit, okay. I've never heard of the company, but you know, supposedly they do hire people with charges. Rev says that they don't. So there's a lot of claims here, and I would love to do my due diligence to verify them. But ultimately, you know, even when they didn't have all of these difficulties, they weren't trying to get employed. So I mean, this just on surface level, I don't believe this shit. Just based on their previous behaviors.
So I figured, since my YouTube career started with you, Brett, it might as well end here with you.
Is there any way anything can be worked out where you can use social media?
I just, seriously, until people come to the realization to what they did to interfere in our lives and ruin in our lives and make apologies and actually give us financial retribution for what they've done, I will no longer be part of social media, because it's an unfair, abusive platform that takes advantage of the mentally ill and exploits them to such a point where they can't even get jobs or residence.
You better believe I'm going to be all over your behind. Got a mouth on me too, and I know how to use it.
Nigga, you gay.
My uncle did 40 years off probation, has a job. Crazy. So your uncle been in the pen 40 years, and it's almost like that's not a real barrier for employment. Man, now don't get me wrong, it'll definitely preclude you from certain jobs. I agree. But man, you can do 40 years still get a job. What's wrong with Rev?
There's a lot of people who've been harmed over the past decade since I've been on YouTube. There's people even like Thunderfoot, who's very popular, trying to be a scientist, who people actually tried to get a hold of his job and get him fired. There's been many, many occasions like that.
Right, absolutely. There have been cases where Shanny and Rev have tried to do that to me. So what's your point?
That's where people who just want to share their family and their life and their happiness are getting treated like this. Now, it's one thing to disagree with somebody and maybe you don't like the way somebody lives, but to abuse them and make an entire TV series for them, I can't say it.
I wonder could y'all imagine who Brett's talking about, making an entire TV series on Shanny and Rev? Who y'all think he's talking about?
I'm about anything like that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. They've made my life into some kind of zoo exhibit instead of looking.
I'm going to be all over your behind. Got a mouth on me too, and I know how to use it.
Nigga, you gay.
You get a Shanny foot, right?
Rip my fucking thing off after being in you. Yeah. It's sterile and disgusting after being in you. Wow. Who the fuck would want to fuck me after that? Wow. It's true. Wow. That's
Financial retribution, folks.
Yes, you all owe her money. That's financial retribution. So I'm responsible for how she is depicted on the internet. Black Guy TV is responsible. Mrs. Parker is responsible. Everybody from TGR is responsible. Burnt Toast and Jules, of course, they're hosts. They're always responsible for how Shanny is depicted on the internet. Okay, cool. That I get. Well, if that's the case, Shanny, then why don't you do some depicting of yourself? You know, if you honestly believe that, Shanny, and y'all had the money and the means to influence people, right? Clout chase and all that shit. Why didn't y'all just pay people to fix your fucking reputation? If it was that simple, if it's just, you know, hey, why didn't y'all try to pay off Jules? Why didn't y'all try to pay off Burnt Toast? If it's that simple, if you honestly think that was the goal, right, just to make money off you, and people can just depict you all any kind of way and folks will believe it, why didn't you just take the easiest route and just say, fuck it, here, make me look good, be my PR? I mean, if it's that simple, right? No, it's not. You did it to yourself. Rev did it to himself.
In that I am a human being and I need means to support myself and my family, and so does my husband. And they want to try to pose me as some abuser. Well, they're the abusive ones because they're literally destroying someone's livelihood for their own laughs. And it's the most disgusting display I think I've ever witnessed. It's very similar to how the press treated Britney Spears when she was going through a hard time. The hate really started after my divorce or during my breakup with Chris, my ex-husband, and they all made fun of me for it. They all applauded Chris for cheating on me.
Yeah, so that did not happen at all. No, people were obviously castigating Chris for cheating. People were very supportive of her. That is an absolute lie.
And they made my life into a joke when it was really this single mom trying to survive with her 2 children and had no idea how to, because it's hard being a single mom, especially when you have so many people calling jobs to get you fired and calling your residence where you live to get you kicked out.
So she was living with her mom during that period of time. So people were calling Betty to get her kicked out? Like, I don't like, so I'm not sure what the fuck she's talking about. That you can go back and actually, I have a series on this, the Shanny marriage saga, and you can see that she lived with Chris, then she lived with her mom, and then the mom kicked her out, and then she eventually moved into a fucking hotel that Rev was paying for. Then her and the kids moved in with Rev. There is a little bit of time in between her getting kicked out, going to jail, and getting to that apartment. I think she stayed with a friend for like a month or 2, but that I'm not actually sure if that's accurate. But regardless, that's a lie. That's a fucking lie. If people were calling and harassing Betty to get her like kicked out, then why would Betty come on the internet and start talking to the same people who supposedly did that? That makes no sense.
Like, and they think it's all funny. They think it's jokes.
It is funny.
They don't realize. I don't think they have really comprehended in their mind.
Comprehending in their mind, yeah.
That they're affecting someone's actual livelihood, but to them it's just all fun and jokes because they don't have to go through it themselves. You know what I mean?
All right.
Look at you. The Shanny is on point. These morons are very abusive. Okay, Gman.
Rip my fucking thing off after it being in you. Yeah. It's sterile and disgusting after being in you. Wow. Who the fuck would want to fuck me after that? Wow. It's true. Wow.
Use your science powers to discover the secrets of growing bacon in your forever home garden. By the way, your feet are worse than Vaughn's.
My feet are worse than Vaughn's? I don't know about that. My talons aren't as well developed as his. They're close.
I agree. And there's some things I'd like to let people know out there. Whenever I was having trouble and I was having struggles in my life throughout the decade of being on YouTube, financial problems, Shanny and Jason were one of the only people who actually reached out and they offered support. So I would ask that if...
That is actually true. And last night I actually found a video where Shanny and... Actually, did I play it? I think I might have played it the other... Yeah, no. I played it the other day and for one of the intro videos, where Shanny's going, hey, Brett, check your cash app, Merry Christmas.
they have a link or some kind of PayPal, anything that I will be more than happy to put out in the comments. It's not just me. They've helped out many, many different users out there. They don't get on video and brag or boast about the good things they did, but I think it's...
Okay. They don't get... So, have any of you, since the time you've been watching Shanny and Rev, have y'all ever heard them boast and brag about the stuff they do? I'm just want to ask some of you folk who are new to this, have you actually witnessed that? Because I can tell you that that's one of the first things they love to mention when they disagree with someone. The fact that they've given them money. They boast and brag about the stuff they bought. Like it's funny what Brett Keane likes to mention, but this is no shock. Brett Keane's dishonest. He's watched all the supposed harassment, yet he hasn't seen them bragging about the stuff that they bought, the stuff that they've done for people. Come on now. You're smarter than this, Brett. This is too easy to fucking debunk. Like in the video that I played, the 3-hour video where she was, talking about doing stuff to Jason and moaning and all that shit, they both discuss how they just waste money. They just, we went on Amazon, we just waste a whole bunch of money. Well, okay. So here's the interesting clip. Let me play this.
Did y'all get the PS5 from a store? I've been trying to get one, but no,
you won't be able to find one from a store, dude.
Didn't you get that from like eBay or something?
I bought a pre-order that somebody pre-ordered of the deluxe version because I couldn't find it. I wanted that one. I found a receipt that they pre-ordered. It was a back store deal. That I bought the receipt and they sent me it immediately when they got it.
That's awesome.
I mean, there's that. I mean, there's also the video where the one that I played, right, where she's talking about, hey, Brett, check your Cash App, because it's like, why, if y'all are friends and you're just spotting them some cash, why does it need to be broadcasted on the interwebs? Like, if you're not trying to show people, like, oh, okay, here, I give motherfuckers money. If you're not doing that to put on a show, why was that even like why was that even part of your idea to broadcast that to the world? You could have just sent that to Brett privately. Like that's what I don't understand, but it is what it is. Oh, hey, guess what?
Hey, Brett Kane. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Check your PayPal, that's what I meant. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my skin is so bad. I'm sorry, Brett. But it is. It's really bad.
Okay, you're still ugly. Anyway, so why are videos like that in existence, Brett, if what you're saying is accurate? I don't understand it. But hey, what the fuck do I know, right?
It's important for people to know that although they have their flaws, they have helped people, they've loved people, they've been there for people. And it makes me really, really sad that
all the people who throw money at strippers really care for them too.
The idea that they may not want to do the internet anymore. And I think a lot of people will see this and they'll say, you know what, I don't want to be done like this either, because they're two normal people just fighting and struggling in life. And there's a lot of you out there that are in pain, a lot of you out there that are suffering, but what are you going to do?
Normal people don't neglect their children.
If you come on the internet, you're just going to add to your problems. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah, and also, I can't take the stress anymore. I'm having really bad health problems. Like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here on the earth type of health problems. I need a walker to walk. I can barely stand sometimes.
What's weird is that when we were watching the videos of her making, food for Gman, her favorite bull, she seemed to walk just fine. And in the video that we watched when they were en route to their forever home, she could walk just fine from the fucking store. So what, did something happen in the last 3 weeks? Did you fall down the stairs? Why do you need a walker all of a sudden? That's strange.
And it's really bad, and the doctors are trying to figure out what's going on with me.
Notice no diagnoses. Remember the osteoarthritis that Shanny supposedly had, and the breast cancer, and the MS, and the fibro, and all the fun stuff that she claimed for years that she had? Yeah, they can't find out what's going on. Well, that's strange, because I mean, some of these things can be found out very quickly. Some of these tests come back within 48 hours. So if they're still doing this exploratory, investigation of your body, which I'm pretty sure they know what's wrong with it, then something's up, Shanny. Yeah, I mean, we all know that she's drug seeking. Like, she's pretty overt about the drug seeking. So why is it that you don't have a diagnosis for any of these things that you had mentioned, Shanny, that you claimed that you were going to get disability for?
And they still haven't. So.
Oh, cardiomyopathy. Thank you.
Do you have a link so I can get people to try to support?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see if I can find something for you here, Brett.
My PayPal. Let me get that real quick.
No, not PayPal.
Well, if you put the link out, I'll post it up on the front of the video as well as in the comments. I'll pin it up for you.
Okay, one sec, Brett. I'll try and get this going. Sorry, brother. We should.
By the way, Jason and Shanny, if you guys have friends that you want to support you to bring into the room, you can give out the link to your friends that you trust.
Well, the only one I would trust is Gman, to tell you the truth.
She definitely trusts Gman, the same guy that she said that was going to rape her a little over a year ago.
You're welcome to give him the link if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of trust.
He's been actually working his butt off, Brett, because there was an individual that said they needed money when they didn't. They just literally lied.
Now, there's some evil person, and this, of course, it's a woman because women are evil. Some evil person is about to be mentioned, and I saw them in the chat earlier. Now, they're not going to say this person's name, but this person may be from a land down under.
Lied and said, "Yeah, I'm moving quick, and I need like $1,000." It's insane, Brett. These people are so hard, man.
Let me turn that down real quick.
Geniuses.
Yeah, I know that's an accident.
Okay.
Who is this artist formerly? Who is that?
Artist formerly.
Somebody at the backstage came in. It's called the artist formerly.
Oh yeah,
that's my PayPal right here.
Are you in there twice now?
No.
Are you in there?
No. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
I'm trying to get a link for the cash.
Okay. Did you put it in the private chat?
My cash app is ShannyForChrist. This is my cash app.
Nope. Shanny and Jason. Here's the link. And voila. Let's get that out there. Ta-da. All right.
Okay, so people ready your PayPal accounts, all right? So let me get the way. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it's help Shanny. I'm reading the Chiron down here. There we go, the Chiron. Help Shanny and Jason. http:// make sure you write this down, www.paypal.me/ Shanny needs love. Okay, so did everybody get that? http:// www.paypal.me/Shanny needs love. Okay, love in the form of money. So there we go. So make sure y'all dig deep in those pockets.
All right, so there it is. Folks can help her out as well as Jason. Like I told you, folks, they've helped out tons and tons of people on the internet. I've had a lot of people in private say, "Hey, when I was having a tough time, Shanny and Jason, they helped out." Whatever the hell your feelings are, remember, they're people too, and if you can help, if you got anything, that'd be great.
Thanks,
all right,
Brett.
continue on, guys.
Oh, cool. Then if they're people too, then they can people their ass up and get a job.
it's very hard right now for us, and it's very hard for me, and I can't do it anymore. You know, I was doing it for almost 20 years, trying like social media, and I got my name out there, and I know a lot of
YouTube has only been around for about 15 years, so I don't know what other platform she was on prior to YouTube.
people, but it's to the point now where I've been hurt so badly by people. Like, they pretend they're your friend just to backstab you and have that moment, that
Jules.
aha moment where, aha, I'm not your friend anymore. Ha, I got your information. You know, ha, I'm going to release it to people. And it's one of the most sickest games I've ever gone through with people, because it's like, who do you trust? It's really to the point where it's like, I can't trust nobody in my life. Nobody. And me and Jason, we fought so many times over these people, because it's like they pretend to be our friends and then they're not, and then they're trying to sneak information and trying to break us up, more importantly.
Oh yeah.
It's been torture the last few years with these people, because they just won't stop. And it's like, I don't attack these people, I ignore them as much as I possibly can.
Okay, she ignores these people as much as she possibly can. Is that an accurate statement based on y'all's observations?
And I don't even call them out by names either, but they know who they are. So that's why they continue.
So wait, if you don't say people's name, then but you still reference them. Okay, Shannon.
They're like, aha, look at her. And it's like, it's to the point now, it's like, I don't even want to give you guys content anymore. I'm done.
Oh darn.
Being used. I'm tired of everyone making money off my name, and I can't make money off my own name and everyone else. It's slavery. It's slavery. What's going on with me? It's like I worked my butt off and everyone else made money off me except me.
Okay. It's like my ancestors are rolling in their underwater graves. Like I just so you know what, Shanny, I'm right there with you. I walked into a Starbucks the other day and someone like yelled at me, and I like, this is just like boot camp, right? It's the same. It's the same. It's exactly the fucking same, right? I was talking to Scientist Sam, and he had gone to the gym, and there were some German guys in there being very, very, very aggressive with one another, and they just turned at him and scowled. Man, he's like, this is just like Auschwitz, man. It's the exact same, right? It's the comparisons, right? It may seem a little unfair to some of y'all, but come on now, have a heart, Possibly got PG. Scott, you became a member. Why?
It's not fair, and I'm done working for free. I'm done putting.
She's done working. Have y'all seen the work that she's been putting in? Have y'all seen what she says she should get paid for? Have y'all actually like looked at her content lately? Where's let me see. I'll show you. It's okay. It's I. Okay? It's I. Oh no, we're not going to that one. Holy fuck. Give me a second. Because I am on the Twitch. So we're going to click on, ooh. Okay, mouse. Alright, so this is what you're looking at here. What you're looking at here is, this is Shanny's content. Alright, so this, this one yesterday. So this is what, I think this might be a rerun, 10 hours ago. Okay, so she streamed this. Looks like there's no commentary. Let me see. Go theater mode. This is her content. Riveting. Y'all feel like paying for this yet? Still, it's not even commentary. So, I am a fan of Twitch platform here, okay? Absolutely. Now, Alex is like, hey, he's doing some Shanny shit. Okay, so I absolutely will watch shit on here, but Shanny doesn't have what you call quality content. She doesn't. Like, most of her stuff, I can't even watch unless I am there's something so outlandish that I can somehow make it humorous. I have to make it palpable for you. I have to make it palpable for some of you, because it's just, there's nothing there. Like, if I'm going to do a gameplay, I know that I need to do either show up and talk and interact with people, or I need to be really fucking good at this game. Like, people have to come in and just be like, oh my god, this guy, he's killing everybody, he's doing so good. I need to watch him so I can get better, because that's what I do. I watch people on Twitch. They're playing the ghost game, Phasmophobia. There's one guy who's excellent at the fucking game. I watch him so I can get better. The chick that I was just playing, you could probably figure out why people watch her. You could probably figure it out, right? So Shanny isn't actually providing good content, but she thinks that she should be able to be paid for it. Now, is she entertaining? Yeah, she can be. She can be. Did I say palatable? Thank you, palatable. I'm still recovering from some of my tasty treats, so you can read between the lines. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Videos out there and working my ass off and trying to do something to support my family and not getting anywhere with it at all. Because I've tried. I've tried.
I can make a statement.
Look, I passed the fuck out last night. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of y'all sitting me back. I passed the fuck out.
Just for anybody that's out there that thinks that this stuff isn't real, okay? Like, I'm telling you right now that before I got with Shanny, I didn't even know what harassment meant. But I'm gonna tell you,
mind you, he's been 5150 before. He's been 5150. He has no idea what harassment is. But you know, I want to get to
that there are a group of people out there that really want to hurt Christians, and that's what I'm seeing.
This part. Okay, cool. You probably, if you've been watching Rev for a little bit, are wondering where that came from. That's something he's borrowed from Gman. He wasn't actually saying that before, right? He had it in his head and within his heart that people were targeting him, right, for some unknown reason. But he would occasionally sort of reference his religious beliefs, but he knew that people who target him, I guess, weren't mentioning religion. So it, like, him making that connection just wasn't working until he got with Gman. Then they started adopting whatever Gman was saying. And that's just with Rev, okay? So Rev has fully adopted this. Everything that happens to us is because the evil atheist. Mind you, the person who helped get them kicked off of YouTube is a Christian, and they still haven't figured that one out, but that's fine. Shanny has now adopted something that Gman was saying. Let's reference the eviction saga for a second. There have been so many retcons as to why Gman thinks that he was getting kicked out of the house. Shanny has explicitly told him why he got kicked out of the house, but he had to come up with his own conspiracies because it's Gman, okay? One of those conspiracies had to do with me spreading some vicious rumor about him, which I wasn't, but Gman was convinced that that was the reason. Shanny denied that and said, no, here's the reason why you lied to me about what you were doing with the money. You hear there's several videos where Shanny's literally arguing that point. Now Shanny's accepted it. Now Shanny has accepted the rumor retcon because it's convenient for her now. And I'm hoping that she goes further with that, because then I get to play the videos of her correcting Gman when he says it. And then I get to show you guys the screenshots of him bringing that stuff up to her in private and her going, no, it's you. So I'm hoping they lie, because y'all know me. I got tons of screenshots. I got tons of fucking receipts. I'm just waiting for them to lie. That's it. That's it, baby. That's it. I need you, because I know y'all still watching. I need y'all to keep lying. Please, you're making this too easy for me.
There's a common thread. Like Vaughn's the only one that's really, like, you know, he's pagan, but they just pick on him.
But But so the same things happening to Vaughn, but he's not a Christian. But we're going to skip over that little detail, even though that was the linchpin in what you were just saying. We're going to skip over that. This is how idiots think.
For whatever, But the thing is, this is targeted against Christians, and I don't understand.
But you just mentioned Vaughn, who's a pagan.
Understand it or where it's coming from. I mean, Jesus said we would be persecuted, but man, I'm telling you, Brett, like we were talking behind the scenes, and I really do understand what you and others have gone through now, because
and
I can't get a job now, man. They were so horrible with us. They got us swatted in Colorado. And because they made this false report that Shanny and I couldn't be together under the same roof. It was not true. That is not true. At the time that they tried to do this and get these cops out there, and they did. They got the cops out, and they got an obstruction charge that I am now a criminal. Why? Because I was trying to stop a false arrest. That's why, on Shanny. And I got an obstruction charge for it. These people, Brett, they just ruin lives. That's what I got to say.
Okay, I'm trying, and I should have did this beforehand. The story that he's trying to spin is that other people, i.e. me and other random internet people, got him a charge. Now, I don't know whether I can package a charge of sorts, a legal charge, and send it to someone and it just sticks to them. I'm not sure how this works. But he made a conscious decision to fight the police. He did. He made a conscious decision to do that. But because he made a conscious decision to fight the police, that's our fault. That's our fault. And there's police narratives that go along with this that describe exactly what the fuck happened. So I find it funny that Jason wants to spin this narrative when we have narrative from the police. So I don't know.
I don't know if you both have noticed, but Gman keeps on asking if he can get a link.
I gave him one.
Okay. I'm sorry that you both have been through that. For anybody out there that might be starting out on YouTube.
Got a mouth for me too, and I know how to use it.
Nigga, you gay.
This Brett person I don't like seems dishonest. He is absolutely dishonest.
My advice for you is, if you plan on doing videos, one thing that me and Shanny and Jason have made mistakes on in the past of doing is we responded to some of our trolls and actually named them, and it gave them views and actually helped them, and that's exactly what they wanted. So if you got some...
So I love this. People do this all the time, where they think that if they don't name somebody, then folks won't find out. No, not at all, Shanny. And so just so you know, Brett, I'm fully aware that G-Man doesn't name me. I'm fully aware that Jason and Shanny and you, none of you like to name me. That's fine. I want you to think about something. Why is it that when people search for G-Man, they always find me? Even though he doesn't say my name, people inevitably find me. Do you not think that I've noticed that over the years, and other people have noticed that, and there are ways around that? Just like, come on now. Anytime people search for ShannyForChrist, they're going to find me. And Brett, the same thing can happen to you. When people find you, they find drunken peasants. Why is that, Brett? Just come on. You're a little bit smarter than this. No, you're not.
Somebody who's stalking you and abusing you and all that, ignore them, report them, do whatever, but don't give them any views. Here we go. Hey, G-Man, welcome to the room. Let me put this on the...
Yeah, there's a brother.
Okay, well, first and foremost, Brett Keen, how you doing? Long time no see. And then Shanny and Rev, looking forward to seeing you guys either tomorrow or Wednesday.
Okay, good.
Amen. Oh my God, I've missed you.
Don't worry about it. I got you both. Don't worry about it.
I just legit missed you, bro. That's all.
Yeah, we gotta have a good old time when we see each other again.
It's
Cool.
like, seriously, Brett, you need to meet G-Man. He is a wonderful energy to be around.
It's true.
He will brighten your depressed ass up. Like, he brightens my depressed ass up.
It's true.
He does, man. He does. He's an amazing man. And I don't understand. Like, if you got to know him, I don't understand why he would get any hate, because if they knew how amazing he was, they wouldn't hate on him at
Why
all.
they attack him, I think.
He's a beautiful man, and just
You've
there's
been,
not
you've been
people like
getting
you.
abused too, G-Man?
I've been getting abused, and I was listening to what Shanny and Rev was saying before I got in here. And first, with Rev was saying that there's real targeted abuse on here, and it's very true. I have the emails and the text messages to prove it. And Shanny and Rev have a lot more than I do. And there's video evidence that this all over the internet. And these attacks are mostly are coming from very hateful atheists here on the internet. They don't like Shanny and Rev, and they're trying to cancel them. And it's not right, because Shanny and Rev have a different opinion than what they got. And these people that supposedly support freedom of speech don't want them to use it.
Yeah, so we have another idiot here who doesn't understand what's going on, but I mean that's par for the course with Gman. He doesn't actually care. So people just hate that they have an opinion. No, people hate child abusers, actually. People hate liars. So yeah, people have a reason not to like them, a legitimate reason. They don't need me to tell them who to hate or who to like or any of that shit. Yet, it's funny that G-Man skips over that. And that's why you see him, even recently, getting in arguments with people who know him a little bit more than me about being a simpleton to child abusers. G-Man doesn't care. G-Man has defended Matthew Brown Bell. If y'all don't know, Matthew Brown Bell is a chomo who is currently incarcerated in Scotland. As a matter of fact, Scotland had to make some new fucking laws because of what this guy did. Y'all can Google Matthew Brown Bell. Just type in Matthew Brown Bell, Scotland, and you get a whole bunch. You get interviews, you get videos about the case, you get videos like a mini doc about why it took so long. This guy here is actually defended and diminished what that guy did. Again, full chomo, I'm like violent chomo stuff. So that's the person that's defending Shanny and Rev, right? He's here with next to the fucking wife beater and scammer, and they're trying to convince folks to give these sacks of shit money, the child abusing, scamming sacks of shit. So you have just a mixture here of deplorable ass people who want you to pay them to exist. Why? You guess as good as mine. So, the Gary Ridgway thing. We're going to get to that. Long story short, there was a back during the summer of G-Man, back when we were focused on G-Man more so than Shanny and Rev, there's a group of people who decided they really wanted to fuck with G-Man, and so they took up the moniker Gary Ridgway. That's the long and short of it, honestly. The people who were Gary Ridgway, they're the one calling his job. They're the ones, sending stuff to him. They're the ones doxing him and stuff like that. And so when you hear him reference Gary Ridgway, that's essentially what happened.
Freedom of speech on YouTube, and they're profiting off of them even now. And they don't even got a YouTube account, and they're profiting.
Thank you, Hogtie Champ, for reminding me. G-Man insisted that Matthew Brown Bell, the guy who was a chomo, who was paying people to abuse children, G-Man said, he was just trolling. Him watching people abuse children was trolling. How doing that, paying someone to do stuff to children is trolling? It's G-Man. It's G-Man. That kind of stuff is cool for him. Why people still support this cat, your guess is as good as mine, but anyway.
Profiting off of them now. So Brett, before the show is over, I think what you should do is teach Shanny and Rev how to deal with them according to terms of service, so that they can cut that nonsense out. They either give Shanny and Rev a cut of the donation, the donations that they're getting, or seriously speaking, they need to stop talking about them.
Okay, well, you know what? That means you have to contact me. If they want a cut of what I make off of them, then they would have to contact me now, wouldn't they? And they're not going to do that, so guess what? They're not going to get a cut.
Like report their behinds to YouTube.
Well, harassment and stalking and cyber stalkers doing all these type of things, impersonation. These are all things.
Not really. So we've already seen that there is no evidence of harassment. So just to give you guys a comparison, okay? Can you obtain? Because some of y'all are probably wondering that with 340 y'all watching, some of y'all probably wondering, can you actually get a restraining order on somebody from doing this internet stuff? The answer is actually yes, believe it or not. You can. You actually can. Well, Drag, how do you know that? Well, if some of you know who Katie Joy Paulson is, aka Without a Crystal Ball, she has a temporary restraining order against another YouTuber, Steve McRae, for harassing her. Now, mind you, Steve had people calling this woman's house, calling her husband's business, leaving threatening emails, and like taking pictures of her kid's house, or taking pictures of her kids outside of their house and on the playgrounds and shit like that. Like, that's actual stalking and harassment. Like, that's actually like doxing her and shit like that. That is how she obtained a temporary restraining order against YouTuber Steve McRae. Now, when Rev tried to obtain a restraining order against me, guess what? The judge said there's no evidence, because guess what? There is no harassment. Rev seems to think, Rev and Shanny and G, all these idiots seem to think that when people make response videos to them or reaction videos to them, that's harassment. Why? Because they don't like it. That's what they legitimately think. And he was mad. Some of y'all remember that video where he's in the car, right? Because I guess he had a red shirt or something covering it. But he's angry. He's mad that the judge had to explain to him that he could not abuse the legal system because he's offended. Because he's a bitch. Like, that's what it comes down to. Rev is a bitch, and he can't stand anybody criticizing him. Oh well, sucks to be you, bro.
Violate terms of service and community guidelines. Shanny and Jason, they're sounding like they've had enough. And personally, it might be good to take a couple months off. If you decide to come back, I would totally support you. And tell people to go to your channel wherever you started up or anything like that. We both know I've been through a hell of a lot of stuff. And as far as people cause an issue for jobs and all that, I know a while back some people tried getting you fired, G-Man, and you were just trying to work
and they
hard.
were successful. And they were very successful.
And they were very successful. Okay, so raise your hand in the chat if you've seen the video where somebody in G-Man's area actually called to order an appliance, and he picked up the phone when he was supposedly fired. This was also the same time that he was raising money, telling people that he had gotten fired when he in fact was gainfully employed. Who here remembers that? Again, I still have the video, and there's actually a second video because he continued to spread this lie that shows that he still worked at that appliance place that he let everyone know about. So let me see. There's people raising their hands on Twitch. Yep. So Ghost82 UK. Yep, that Amber chick, Nikki P, Cindy. So some of y'all have seen that video. Edra Knight's seen it plenty of times. Tito. So there we go. So so some of you new people here, I might play it at some point. I'm not going to go dig it up right now. But G-Man was lying. G-Man never got fired, and as far as we know, and actually, and this was the funny thing, when one of his homeboys called him and said, "Hey G-Man, they got a video of you answering the phone when you were saying that you were fired. You might want to address that." G-Man immediately, like after that video went live, probably maybe an hour or two after that video went up, G-Man had to do a damage control video and go, oh, my employer just called me back today, and they just wanted to see if anybody was calling, and that's what it was. They said, okay, well then why didn't you tell your buddy True Empiricism and all your other buddies to take down the PayPal? Because they had videos up. They had videos up saying that G-Man had lost his job, that people needed help him pay for rent. It was a scam. It was a fucking scam perpetrated by this guy, right? But it's not a surprise. He's a liar. So the guy who's trying to scam people and say that he can't get employment is now helping the other scammers because they don't want to work. It's not surprising, is it, folks? It's not.
You believe that?
But you want to know what though? Life goes on. You find another job. That's what you do. These people, I'm telling you, bro, I've gotten a lot more aggressive since you've been going, man. I've gotten a lot more aggressive, a lot more verbal about some things, and I've gotten educated about the law. So a lot of them, some of them have backed off of me, and then while others are still coming after me, they haven't learned nothing. But I take what
I'm not sure what changed other than some of us have a different focus.
Earn, and I try to help Shanny and Rep anytime any chance I get. Because what's happening to these two is wrong. It's just wrong.
Look, can you guys do me a favor? I got to use the restroom real quick. I've been drinking coffee. You guys want to take over the broadcast for a little bit and talk about some things?
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Shanny, long time no see. How you doing, sis?
Well, you know how I'm doing, but
right.
By the way,
All that stress, not working, not doing anything. I know, it's crazy.
I have some DMs when you get here that you need to see because they date back to 2017, and you're going to be thanking me very much for them because it proves the harassment over the years.
Thank you, and I appreciate it because I'm definitely going to put it to use. That's for sure. Because they claim I don't have anything, but I know I do. You know.
Oh yeah, I have it, and it's literally them asking information about you and saying they will not ever stop harassing you.
Excellent. And if it goes back as far as 2017, that's even better. Because I'll shut them up. Trust me.
Yep, and it's literally me telling them to stop obsessing over you two, and them saying no, I'm going to continue to do it.
Oh, okay, great.
So
and
it's great proof.
Good, and I'm going to copy every last one of them, and I'll take them in front of a judge. Yep.
It's right there. It's right there.
How are you
and
coping with the pain?
Huh?
Oh, so some of y'all wondering, is she talking about me? No, I wasn't talking to her in 2017. Because that's during her time when she was getting like a divorce from her husband. So she and I only communicated in messages with it. Well, kind of resemble this, but not really. This was during, I would say 2019 is when she and I, because she was mad at Gman. She had kicked Gman out. This is during the original eviction saga. She and I were communicating, and that's when she was telling me, as well as a bunch of other people, that Gman was trying to rape her. So I'm not sure who she's talking about in that, but we'll see, because I'm all for it. Let's see what Shanny has, because I guarantee you it's not as good as some of what I got here. Oh, by the way, if y'all like these screenshots, this is thanks Jules for this. This is Shanny trying to dissuade people from giving Rev money. Yep. Now. So this is Jules up here asking, hey, nobody sent them any money? And she says, no, I'm telling people not to. He thinks he can take advantage of others. This is Rev, by the way. Jules says, good. I know you told me he deleted apps on his phone. I didn't know if Cash App was one of them. And Shanny says, and I won't let people be taken advantage of like me. So evidently Rev takes advantage of people? Oh. Okay. Well, cool. What the hell is this? Oh, shit. What is this? I'm not too sure. I have to look at that later. Anyway, so.
How are you coping with the pain?
Not good.
All right, so.
Not good. I'm literally sitting here, and I usually stare in a corner and try to zone out. That's
tomorrow.
So hold on. So you're a grown ass woman with kids and husband, and so when you're in pain, you just sit and stare in a corner. Dinah, I don't know if he's still trying to do that. That was one of his lines. He wanted to come to Texas, get arrested, so that he could sort of expedite his issue with me. I want him to do that. I really do. But it's dumb. But yeah. So yeah.
I'm hoping tomorrow. Tomorrow, probably around 12:01, I'll give you a call and we can meet up and we can go take care of that.
Yeah, and then I'm having really bad neurology problems where I'm having really bad tremors. I've been having them all day. And I have to use the walker in order to walk because
the delirium tremors? What's going on, Shanny? Why are you trembling?
Tremors are so bad. So
how do you usually cope with that? Do you listen to some gospel music, or do you go to see? What does the doctor tell you to do?
Chronic pain, gospel music. There you go.
The doctor hasn't really done anything yet because they're trying to figure out what is causing this issue. But
extreme anxiety.
I don't know if it's that.
Because I get it a little bit myself when here. Sometimes I have to turn the, I can't be on you.
You remember I sort of talked about how Rev says a little bit too much. guess who else has the same issue?
YouTube and listen to what people are saying, because sometimes I get overly anxious, and I have to.
So if you're not sure if what you're doing on the interwebs, if you want some salt from a lost cow and you don't know if it's effective, this guy right here is really good at telling you that what you're doing is effective, because he's admitting here that the stuff that people are saying about him in some of these videos is getting to him, is causing him anxiety. So if you've been making Gman videos lately, congratulations, you've gotten your confirmation that you've gotten under his fucking skin. Hey,
like get my mind together and be careful about what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna say it, who not to talk about. Like, I gotta be really careful with that stuff, especially where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? With getting ready to deal with these people, you know?
Yeah, I can't wait for you to deal with them, and finally it will end.
I can't wait too. I've been waiting for years.
You know, I hope it ends after this, because I can't do it anymore. Like, these people tracking me down and calling the police on me and getting CPS on my butt all the time. And it's like, I forgot to tell you, CPS showed at my house a couple days ago again. Right. Again, yeah.
That's what I want to talk to Brett about.
They were like, he was standing and he was like, I don't even know why I'm here. It's obvious your kids aren't afraid of you. It's obvious they're well fed, they're dressed, and they're taken care of.
Yeah, this is something that I spoke to Gentleman Pioneer about.
Like fucking off after it being in you. Yeah. It's sterile and disgusting after being in you. Wow. Who the fuck would want to fuck me after that? Wow. It's true. Wow.
My uncle listened to Kirk Franklin and it cured his diabetes.
Word? Oh shit, okay, there you go. So this is one of the things that I was afraid of. When people know that they can weaponize CPS, then they're going to use it to fuck with idiots, unfortunately. And the people who suffer from it are the kids, because CPS is going to go, all right, look, you've cried wolf so many times, right? We're just going to stop. Like, unless the kid's bleeding to death, we're not doing anything. And this is why I was trying to urge people. Unfortunately, we have crazy folks who just go off and do whatever because they're crazy. And so now, you know, that's my fear. That's my fear, is you're just wasting people's fucking time for nothing. They're legitimate issues that can be addressed, but like when Rev was talking about killing himself and the kids and shit, yeah, that was a bit much. But like, just to fuck with them and like just to send them to Gman's place when that place isn't habitable, that's not a proper usage of CPS.
So why am I here?
They're called prank calls, where they waste taxpayer dollars to send these people to a house where no abuse is going on to try to harass you.
Now, do I think that Shanny had a random visit by CPS? I don't think so. But Gman did actually have CPS show up at his place.
Using the system to try to just harass you guys and drive you guys crazy.
Yeah,
but the good news is we have proof of this. We have proof.
Yeah, and they use the excuse that I'm abusive by yelling at the kid for not killing the cat, because he didn't have him on his lap. He had him in between his legs.
Guess who agrees with you? Guess who agrees that
I know. It's JD King.
JD King actually agrees and thinks that you guys wasn't being abusive.
No, so JD likes to split hair. JD, the point that JD was making was that just yelling at them doesn't prove that she's an abuser alone. There's only a handful of acts that I can think of that would just solely, like just that one act, yes, you're an abuser. But coupled with the fact that, yes, she allows her kids to sleep in urine-soaked bedding, the fact that she is neglectful to them in general, right, adds to the case that she is, in general, an abusive-ass person. Right? If I just yelled at my kid, no, that doesn't make me abusive. But you can verbally abuse somebody. That is an actual thing. It's not just a one-time deal. And that's not the argument that I don't think many people are making. It's just that there's different scenarios in which Shanny expresses her general abusiveness. That's the argument. But these two don't care for nuance. They care about being victims.
They talk about other stuff, but honestly and truthfully, you getting
they talk about other stuff.
Angry in the moment and saying something doesn't make you abusive. The problem with a lot of them is they're looking for anything and everything to attack you and to justify their attacking. That's what they're doing. You know what I mean?
If they were in this situation, I doubt them as parents. They've never been in a situation like that where they yelled at their kid. It's not abusive to yell at your kid. It's
You notice how they're focusing on that and not the actual like neglect?
it happens.
They tend to forget that they drink in front of their kids.
Gman,
On YouTube-
how much did your mama yell at you?
My mother? Oh, please! I got yelled at a lot. That wasn't abuse. That was me just getting reprimanded for the things that I've done. There's nothing abusive about that. What they need to do, I mean, if they really want to call CPS, they need to take their behinds to the hood and go over there and see what it's like over there. They'll be calling CPS on every household in the
Right, because if other people have abusive households, then for some reason that you can't make a judgment about Shanny and her kid like that. This is stupid. This is dumb. If my neighbor is killing his family, that doesn't give me right to beat mine. Like, but this again, you have to really wonder and hope and pray that this guy doesn't. If he does have a family, I'm glad that they lost him, or they lost him, or he lost. Whatever. I'm so glad, because I can't imagine a child being brought up by this idiot.
Neighborhood, and then we'll be laughing at them saying, "Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing."
Yeah, you've probably had your mama take the belt to you. They'd call that abusive.
Oh, please! I got my behind whipped many times, and I thank my mother for all of those.
Yep, and your daddy put you in the hospital too, or stepdaddy.
There you go.
Oh my God! See, that's what a wise individual says, actually, because it teaches you discipline, and that's what it's for.
Right. You don't need to beat your kid to discipline them. My parents did it a lot, especially with me. I got my ass beat for anything. My little brothers did something. I got my ass beat. That doesn't mean that was the right answer. And my mother and I have had conversations about that. We have differences in how me and my wife are raising my son versus how I was raised or how my wife was raised. You don't have to repeat the nonsense. Just because it was done to you doesn't make it right. But this is the mindset of people who aren't thinkers.
I'm not into this Daniel Dennett CPS nonsense that they got going on today. I'm not into that at all.
I don't understand this question. What does this mean?
Oh, okay. So this is Smokey saying, so it's a question for Shanny and Rev. Do they still identify themselves as the angels Sandalphon and Metatron? So if you're not too familiar with this, Shanny and Rev go through these phases where they need to escape criticism. They need to escape being in the spotlight and being held accountable. So what they'll do is they'll put on different, I guess you can call them personas. Okay, Jason at one point did the Christian warlock thing where he could somehow be a Billy Badass and still somewhat say that he's a Christian, but then also I guess curse me and other people who he doesn't like. Again, weird, I know, but they both decided that they were not going to be subject to typical Christian reprimand, right? You can't rebuke them if they're archangels, right? So they need to maintain the Christianity aspect, right, in order to say what we do is holy and God loves us and all this other kind of shit. But this is also around the time where they were doing OnlyFans. Well, actual Christians are going to go, hold on for a second, Chief. You are a Christian, but you're doing porn. I don't know. Like, come on now. There may be some rules somewhere in some book about that. Well, if they're archangels, then they're not subject to you mortal, fucking your I guess mortal beliefs. I don't know. Whatever. I'm trying to relay idiocy to a normal crowd, and I'm failing at it. I'm honestly failing at it. But essentially, that's it. That's what's happening. So.
Oh, that thing.
That thing. Yeah.
You want to go into that? It's up to you.
Look at
Do I still identify myself as the angel Sandalphon?
Archangel.
Do I identify myself as one? No, I'm Shannon.
Right.
Born here in the flesh.
Right.
Sandalphon is my angel being. So
that's pretty much the answer. It's like a guardian, kinda.
So they went from being the literal physical embodiment of, well, I call them Sandalphon and Megatron. But so Sandalphon there and Megatron sitting next to her, where previously saying that they were the physical embodiments of those archangels. Now, those are just two guardian angels. They're personal guardian angels, by the way.
But you have a spirit in you.
Yep.
We could say that.
The Holy Spirit, dude, flowing
Well,
through
course,
me at all times. You know,
Shanny, what you could do, Shanny, is you can co-host with Brett Keane on his show.
You notice how they change it?
They won't mess with Brett.
That's right.
They won't mess with
Really?
Brett. I promise you that. They know better.
No, seriously, I don't want to deal with these people anymore. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to hear about them.
YouTube needs Shanny for Christ. YouTube needs Shanny for Christ.
But seriously, even watching YouTube makes me sick to my stomach now.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a reminder of what I had. And it hurts so bad because I spent almost 20 years of my life on this platform.
Wow.
On YouTube.
Okay, man. I asked how old YouTube is, and so it seems to be 16 years old.
Long time.
And as long as Brett, I've been around. I'm as old as Brett, you know, on YouTube. So he's the Godfather. He's a little bit older than I am in YouTube birthdays, but like
Brett Keane's the Godfather. Brett Keane's the godfather of a lot of what we see going on today.
I've got a proposition that no one can refuse.
Like everyone wants to say that Steve McRae was the one that created the Great Debate. No, it was Brett Keane.
Oh, definitely.
Brett Keane was the one who created the Great Debate. It was Brett Keane and TJ. And Fake Sagan, Captain Osimo.
Shock of God? Is he in there?
Shock of God, yeah. Definite Nephilim free.
Oh, Evan,
he was part of it.
Definitely.
Coughlin. He was second. He was second.
To TJ?
No, he was like the second part
tier.
Of the second tier of when people started coming into the Great Debate.
Okay, era.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of
Captain Awesome.
Captain Awesome. Oh.
Yeah.
He's different.
I know he's different.
If anyone remembers this, you're awesome. How taste my pee-pee.
Oh my God, that was disgusting. I remember you showing me that video.
Who was the other originals? Sarah Hano 6. I'll show you how old school I am by saying that name. Is he even around anymore? Brett, when's the last time you talked to Sarah and Han?
I don't know. He kind of reminded me of that guy off the show Home Improvement, where you just see his eyes above the fence.
I know. I liked his style, though, man. I liked it, and he wasn't cruel. He wasn't.
Most of the people on here, Shanny, that watch you now don't even know your history. They don't realize that you was the amazing ex-atheist, that you was around when the amazing atheist first got started. They don't even know that you was around when what's his name? Onision first started. You remember when he had like 500 views.
Tommy, he's another original there. Tommy from the Bronx. I love you, baby. We need
Tommy
to go
from the
to
Bronx
to meet you. I will give you a big kiss on the lips because I love you so much.
Gman and Brett, who's this on my
my
shirt,
God.
man?
That looks like my doppelganger.
Hey, who is this? Gman, you have to know who it is.
Is that Storm? Is that a wrestler?
Yes, it is. But you got to know which one. Come on now. He's the Shamrock dude. Come on, from WCW, Shamrock Man.
Is that Ken Shamrock? That looks like Lance Storm.
Here's the name.
Dean Malenko.
Dean
The
Malenko.
man of 1,000 holds. The man of 1,000 holds. Yeah. Dean Malenko.
Sorry. Had to.
Dean Malenko. Cool.
So I gotta ask one more time. Do you think that you might be able to take a break and you guys just relax and then return? I mean, you don't want to do a Brett Keane where you quit 20 damn times and then come back. You know what I mean?
No, I'm here. I'm staying.
What?
You know what, Brett? If Shanny and Rev come back, they need to be on the channel where they're safe. They need to be on a channel that's not going to take their garbage on YouTube. And honestly and truthfully, I don't see the reaction community coming after you because they won't be around tomorrow. And
I had to let my wife in the house. So some of you are listening to names and they're reminiscing about the good old times, and some of this stuff, a lot of y'all have never even heard of. So just in case, I'm trying to think of the best way for me to describe this, and I just realized I'm not even on the screen. There we go. I'll fix that. All right. So a lot of these names are people who participated in what was loosely referred to as the Great Debate community, where people discuss religion and philosophy and science and all that good shit. Okay, that's it. That's literally it. That's literally it. If you've not participated in any of those sort of discussions, if you're not on YouTube to watch that kind of stuff, then you would never know about any of this stuff. This stuff happened like almost 10 years ago. People have moved the fuck on. These guys are still living in the past. Each one of them, I had this and I did that. They have nothing to show for it. Nothing at all. Nothing. Brett can't even technically be on YouTube anymore, even though he still is. These two got kicked off, and this idiot right here above me is next. They have nothing to fucking show for it at all. Almost all those people have moved the fuck on with their life. But what are they doing? They're still reminiscing about the good old days, back when she was known for saying that the moon was a fucking hologram, and people were inviting this idiot to their fucking streams because they wanted to grow their channels, because he was a sideshow freak. That's why. If he wants to talk, and Brett too. Anyone who knows about drunken peasants knows about Brett King. If you know about Brett King, you know about drunken peasants, right? These are lols cows. That's it.
they know it.
Why would I be comment on this?
They won't be around tomorrow, and they know it.
Part of God TV Network.
I want to comment for myself. Can I comment for myself?
I should give my GTV channel to these two. That's what I should do.
All right. Here's my statement on coming back to YouTube. Okay. No, for one reason, because they don't deserve talent at all. I'm like Raven.
So he's talented
in WCW, and I'm saying to YouTube, you are an abusive employer.
You're not employed by YouTube.
And I want restitution because my life has been destroyed.
Okay. Right. Now, his life has been destroyed because he decided he wanted to fight the police. And that's our fault. That's my fault. There's 340 y'all. That's y'all's fault too. That he decided that he wanted to fight the police.
Okay. These trolls are like DDP with Raven.
And you've destroyed other lives too.
It's a DDP with rabies.
Well, Shanny and Jason, Gman is correct with what he.
Gman laughs like, you ever see one of those women who they're really trying to impress a guy and they'll laugh at literally anything he's, even the stuff that's not jokes. She'll, that's so funny, and she just laughs obnoxiously. That's Gman, the cheerleading girlfriend. That's what Gman is. Like, that's, come on.
He says if you two want to drop into the show from time to time, if anybody mouths off at all, they'll be kicked out so damn fast.
It's a safe space for him.
So it's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll consider your offer.
Definitely.
I'll consider it.
Shanny is the hottest free agent on YouTube right now. Y'all just don't know.
She's not on YouTube and she's not hot.
If I can do a co-show with Shanny, I do it like that. I've never had.
Oh shit! I'm getting rated on Twitch. What's up, folks?
Brett, I've never seen on my GTV channel ever. How many we had, Shannon? We had like 500 live viewers, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was like 500 to 600 live viewers on GTV. Not because I had an atheist on here, but because Shanny was on there. Shanny's more popular than all of them combined.
Actually,
you know.
I'm getting rated by Irate Alex's folks. Hello, folks in the chat. What's going on? Yes, we're looking at this stuff. I'm only going to review a bit of this right now, and then I'm going to wash my ass and I'm going to go to a dinner date with the wife. So there's that.
Well, it's like, I don't see the point of being on YouTube if I make all these videos, all this content, put all this work in. I'm a really good editor.
Yeah, you are.
And all these people said I hired people to edit my videos. No,
I can testify because I've seen you work on it for 13 hours.
I've gone to school to do this stuff. Okay.
She's gone to school to do this stuff. No. Okay. If you've seen her edited work, she does a jump cut, and then she does a grainy fucking filter. That's it. She made an edited video of her making and eating a sandwich. I'm not even fucking joking. For those of you who've not seen it, it's a video that she took of herself making and eating a fucking sandwich on the goddamn bed, and she did a fucking jump cut or two and put a filter over it. Oh my god. You are so great, Shanny. Just, oh my god. People should have just been paying out the ass for that. Oh my god. No. No, ma'am. No. People were fucking with, oh, you must have got an editor for that. People were being facetious, and she still thinks they're serious.
I don't see why I should put 13 hours into making a video.
You did 13
editing a video if it's going to be taken down and my name is stripped and told that my work is terrible. You know, it got to the point where I was just making cooking videos, and these people were saying that my food is disgusting and nasty.
The reason why is because, I don't know if, Shanny, if you realize this, people cook, and some people who watch this stuff, they cook frequently. In fact, some of them even get paid to cook, and they recognize that the mixture of things that you put on the range is unwashed and disgusting because they have that experience, and people can see it. You know what? I never have to have tried that food because Jason showed the fuck up to one of those mukbangs after you're cooking with a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. Okay? If you show up to eat with Pepto-Bismol instead of a drink, something's not right. Something's not fucking right. So, and this idiot couldn't put it together. I'm watching like flies and shit around the range as she's cooking. Like, people could see the flies and shit. And we saw them afterwards too, didn't we? We know the conditions that y'all live in. We know the conditions that you cook in. We can see the inside of the refrigerator. We can see what you're making. We know what you're doing. It's nasty. Bitch, is nasty. People wouldn't just saying this shit. We can see it. We can see this shit. We can see you not wash your hands, not wash the ingredients. Everything's a fucking mess. So yeah, my God.
And how could you eat something so terrible?
Mm-hmm. Shanny, you were killing it just making food. I mean, think about it. You were so important to these people. You know what I mean? That you have 500 people watching you make spaghetti, and I was actually there for it. And that spaghetti was delicious. All right, so these people need to shut up. They don't know what they're talking about.
So real quick, so since JD Kane was mentioned, he would like to speak on his own defense. I 100%, and this is JD, I'm reading a message from JD Kane. I 100% believe Shanny and Rev are abusing their children in the form of both emotional abuse and keeping them in an unsafe living environment, threatening your children with violence not because of misbehavior, but because your Landwell wife is emasculating you. It's bad parenting bordering on abuse. Doing it frequently is absolutely a form of abuse. Spending $700,000 while your children sleep on mattresses on the floor that are soiled in skin and urine feces is absolutely abuse, and it's almost certainly why they would now not allow CPS to enter their house the last time they visited. So evidently JD thinks that y'all abuse too. Crazy shit. Oh my God.
True.
Thank you. They also were saying that I wasn't in pain because I made spaghetti. See, she couldn't cook standing up. And it's like, you know how I was, Gman. I was in so much pain.
Yeah.
And
no, people don't doubt that you're in pain. I don't think people doubt that you have chronic pain. You're acute or chronic pain. I don't think. Does anybody doubt that she's in pain? I've not seen that. I've seen people deny the reason you say you're in pain. Right, because of the fibro and the osteoarthritis. That's bullshit. You're in pain because there's a lot of weight on your frame. That's more likely where that pain's from. But no, dear.
Know that I can barely walk too. You see it, like it's.
I'm there physically, there in person. As a matter of fact, I was there when CPS came there the first time, and I was surprised. I was like, "What are you doing here? Those kids are doing better than me." You know,
that just means you're doing shittier than kids who are abused. That's not a talking point, bro. That's like saying, well, I'm cleaner than the bum next to me. Okay, well, you're still on the street. Sorry.
I mean, these knuckleheads on YouTube are lying, saying that you guys aren't taking care of them. And I'm using this raggedy behind $90 phone, and these kids got an iPhone 11.
Right, because if your kids have PlayStations and iPhone 11s and you beat them, that means you're not abusing them. Or if you, let's say you're some guy is sexually abusing his daughter and he buys her a PS5 afterwards, that means the abuse never occurred, right? That's how that works. That's how that works, right? Or if has anybody remember the story of Child Called It? Who remembers that story, right? Come on, like I would love to see Gman defend the mother in Child Called It, right? Because the mother was nice to the boy after she stabbed him in the chest and beat him and shit. But hey, that's not abuse. They have good phones. They have better phones than me. I have a track phone. There can be abuse. This is Gman logic. It's Gman logic. If I buy your PS5, I'll let you abuse me. I'm tearing that ass up. I'm telling you right now, Alex, if I get you a PS5, I'm tearing that ass up. Quite literally.
I'm going to be all over your behind. Got a mouth for me too, and I know how to use it.
Nigga, you gay.
Fudge these people, Drag made me say this. Yes, I make everyone say everything.
Them kids walking around dressed to impress, eating good, doing good, but they're walking around here talking about some of these kids are being abused. I'll never listen to those atheists ever again. They're nothing but a bunch of liars.
Because it was only atheists saying that.
Thank you.
Yeah, they've been saying it for years. I've been abusive toward my kids for years because I have a track record with CPS because of all the times they've called me.
Yeah, so here we go. So the atheists are saying that she's been abusive for years because she has a track record with CPS. Catch that? That's a tacit admission that CPS and her are quite well acquainted, but she's blaming her track record on CPS on the internet, folks. Now, I want y'all to think about something. One of the first times that she had her kids taken away from her was before her first marriage. She got divorced around what, 2017? Y'all follow me? That's when she got around, 2017 was around the time, late 2017, around when she was getting divorced from her second husband, Chris. They were married for 6 years. Y'all putting it together? How are people on the internet calling CPS on you, Shanny, before you were married to your second husband? Yeah.
Called them over the 13 years.
Yep.
They did it to Von Helton too. They do it to anybody they don't like.
Yeah, they saw that I was going through a hard time with my divorce with Chris.
Oh yeah.
And they leached and exploited and bullied and tore me apart as a human being. And this is a woman who just got out of a really bad relationship where her husband was cheating on her and abusing her horribly. And I was picked on.
That's a lie.
Terribly for it. And
she did get cheated on after she physically assaulted her husband and her brother-in-law, but yeah.
This man who cheated on me was congratulated for cheating on me and told that he was the moral one in the relationship.
Wow, it's like, really?
Well, I gotta confess, I said some stupid stuff regarding that stuff too, so please forgive me. I'm sorry,
Well, I am no longer that person I was before Chris.
Right.
He kind of killed me, who I was as a person, and I've never been the same since.
Yes, her behavior since Chris has been because, at the divorce just tore her up. She's a completely different, she turned over a new leaf.
Jason, God bless him, but
God rest his soul.
God rest your soul, yes.
No longer with
God
us.
bless, but like seriously, he has to.
Imagine being like as much of a loser as Jason is, and thinking that if you put on a getup like that means you're cool. Like can I just spend a few minutes laughing at Jason because I know you still watch, man. You are such a fucking loser. I'm sorry. Like Shanny's over here pouring her poor little heart out. She's trying to do you know what, Shanny? You give us the best performance you can get. There we go, Marilyn Monroe. But Rev, like he's just sitting back. Yeah, I'm the dude individual. Yeah, Big PP Weasel, yeah, that Rev guy's dead. Yeah, yeah. Just, Rev, shut up, you bitch.
He's been taking care of the pieces of what I am, not what I was, you know. And I don't think I'll ever go back to being who I was. I think I'm too damaged at this point.
They made a few videos together.
And I'm too sick at this point to ever go back to that. And it's like my relationship broke up because of Sabella Shepherd giving Chris these false messages saying I was trying to get with Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is something that people probably heard and they don't know what the truth is about. You probably say, okay, she's lying about that. She is, but it's worse than that. It's actually worse than that. I'm about to end this in a bit and get ready. Shanny was trying to get, so if you don't know, she's referencing Sabella Shepherd, right? Sabella's husband, Bruce, was on Facebook. They were all Facebook friends. Shanny started leaving messages to Bruce, right? This is while she was still married. She was leaving messages to Bruce Shepherd on Facebook, trying to get with him.
Yeah. It's sterile and disgusting after being in you. Wow. Who the fuck would want to fuck me after that? Wow. It's true. Wow.
I remember giving her $100 to help out after Chris left her. We are all a bunch of uncaring jerks.
Exactly, David Anthony, exactly. David, you've given everyone money but me. Wait, no you haven't, I'm just kidding. Anyways, but some of you may remember this. Only a handful of us saw the video that Sabella Shepherd made. Because what ended up happening is that Sabella had said, you know what, it's whatever, it's in the past, I'll be a Christian, forgive you. But then Shanny started lying about it. So Sabella went back over Facebook on her husband's page that he doesn't use, and she screenshot all the times Shanny would show up and like and comment and stuff on Bruce's pictures. Now, it'd be fairly innocuous, like, oh, you know, hey, this looks like a good picture. Oh, okay, cool, you look happy, like, whatever. It's not that kind of stuff. It's, hey, you need to get with me. You need to leave Sabella. Shanny was saying shit like that in this video. Now, the question is, well, Drag, where's the video? When Sabella made this video, right, she has some commentary on there. It was quite colorful. And as well as, you know what, hey, it's showing people's full name and all that kind of stuff. Shanny flagged the fuck out of that video. Shanny flagged the fuck out of that video and it disappeared. So that video is no longer around, unfortunately. But I can personally attest to you that I saw that, and there were videos, and I kicked myself for not saving these videos. There was a period of time when that video came out, and then Shanny started saying, "Oh no, that was my ex-husband on my computer, trying to troll me." As a matter of fact, I was in jail. I was in jail. I couldn't have possibly left those messages to Bruce. No, that wasn't me. But then once she figured out that the video had gotten taken down, then she started lying and denying it again. But it's Shanny. So what you're hearing here is close, right? There's some truth there, but the reality is that Shanny was trying to get with Bruce Shepherd, and she was probably drunk when she was doing it, and she was leaving him crazy ass messages on Facebook and got caught.
Pretty much, it looks that way.
I'll tell you this, Shanny.
Sabella Shepherd ruined my fucking life. It looks that way. Ruined my marriage.
Something else about Sabella that you probably don't know, and I tried.
Because some of y'all who have been following Shanny, have y'all ever heard her mention Sabella other than she doesn't like Sabella? Is this the first time y'all are hearing this new? Because this is a new storyline. This is a new storyline because she's blamed me. She's blamed scientists. She blamed a whole bunch of other fucking people for the disillusion of her marriage. She blamed everyone but herself, right? So she's now just putting people in the line of fire that can be used as a scapegoat for why her life is going to shit.
I have to tell you, and this was during the time when Reb still was on Wet Brain, and me and you was having our issues and whatnot. Sabella on Skype, and I think I showed you the messages. If I didn't, I'll gladly show you them when I see you again. But on Skype, Sabella was talking about they got a, well, as a matter of fact, I was mad at you, so I was one of them. I'm not gonna figure it be fake or nothing like that. But they were taking bets on how long you two would last. You know what I mean? And then she was saying that she was trying to gather information. she wanted the information that I said I had to be able to help break you guys up. Of course, I never gave it to her because I saw that Sabella was lying about some things when I went to her channel, right? So she was gathering information from other YouTubers, downloading all of your stuff, befriending your mom, befriending some of your family members, just to gain information to break you two up. And this was going on during the time when you was actually friends with the atheists, when you guys were actually speaking well of each other. This was going on when Rev had Wet Brain, when Rev was a donating member of this organization I will not mention because of a contract video I have. But the point of the matter is
now I wonder who he's referencing.
And that's another thing. For the new people that's watching this, the only reason they're attacking Revelation.
This is not gossip, Dinah Cat. That's what she's just setting the record straight. She's not gossiping at all.
News is because Rev decided he didn't want to donate no more.
Yeah, guys.
So that's the story now. Again, this is one of the stories that Gman has decided to adopt, as well as somebody else. Somebody else, for some reason, decided to adopt this notion that because Rev decided to start giving me money because he doesn't like Gman, that somehow influences what I do. And that's the furthest from the case, but that's fine. People believe whatever they want. So if that was true, then Rev could have started giving me money and his trouble with, I guess, being reviewed would have stopped. If that actually was the case now, right? If that was the case, then he could have just threw me a few hundred. Say, okay, hey, lay off me for a while. All right, bro, got you. Got you, chief. Didn't happen.
Real quick, are you guys familiar with Will Kincaid?
Heard the name, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about him. I've heard things, and I don't know.
I don't like Will Kincaid. I don't like the guy no more. I think he's a snake.
Interesting.
He was trying to ask if he would be able to come in, but if you guys don't like him, it is what it is.
For me,
even the cows know that he's not worth talking to.
I don't even too much.
Okay, listen, I don't even know the individual, so no bad for me. I don't know, but Gman and Shanny are saying no, so no.
Well, he is a particular individual situation.
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, going back to what I was talking about regarding the hangouts with Shanny, and then I'll get the floor back to them. When Shanny was doing her Google Hangouts, because this is when the beginning of the end happened. When Shanny was doing those phenomenal hangouts that she was doing, attacking me and other people, I mean, she was getting views and everything and whatnot. Good conversation. Big C and those guys turned on Shanny. They didn't like some of the opinions and the political views that Shanny and Red was talking.
Now, raise your hand in the chat if you know who Big C is. So, I had to explain this to somebody who was reviewed. There's a whole bunch of people went live yesterday. I explained in somebody's chat that Big C was somebody who showed up, had opinions about Shanny, got real good in with Betty and would host Betty, and then just left. And Big C caused quite a kerfuffle amongst a lot of us because of things that were being done.
Behind. Got a mouth on me too, and I know how to use it.
Nigga, you gay.
See, G-Man knows what he observed from his point of view, and that's actually quite of a. I could spend all day talking about people making observations and not knowing even what they're looking at. But anyway, I won't get into that because I could have a grand old time with that. But Big C and his wife were caught in a bit of a kerfuffle because people sort of figured out that one of them had access to, let's say, databases, and they were using their connections to people and access to certain databases to get information that they probably shouldn't have had for internet shit. So that sort of was an omen for the beginning of the end, because people started going, okay, hey, you know, what, you know, we started to cross some lines here. What the fuck's going on, right? After that, things just started. There was a falling out that happened. Big C, according to his wife, had a heart attack, and we hadn't seen hide nor hair of him or his wife since. That's to the best of my recollection. Now, probably still watching, who knows, but Big C hadn't had any dealings with any of us in quite some time since the supposed heart attack.
About Rev decided he didn't want to donate anymore, and then you see what happened. You know what I mean? They've been attacking them ever since, and all of the proof is on YouTube if anybody ever wants to see it. And that's the real deal, not this land of make-believe garbage you're getting from the.
See, G-Man says that there's evidence about this, yet what is he shown to demonstrate whatever the fuck he thinks is happening, right? Where's his evidence at? I have like streamed with Big C, and I'm not sure what the fuck he's talking about, but Gman makes up stuff just like Rev and Shanny make up stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna let this play, and then we're gonna go to the end. And I'm gonna watch my ass.
The reaction channel.
You know what's sad, Gman and Shanny? You know what's sad, guys? You know what's really sad? I made a tutorial video on how to teach people how to take their mouse, go up to the top right-hand corner where the X is, click it when you don't like what you see. But damn it, these dummies, they can't ever figure it out. What am I going to do?
Oh my God, Brett, they still don't get it, man. You're going to have to do a very even more slow. And do you understand, Brett? You just have to walk them through clicking the little red box.
No, I did. I was pulling out the Crayola and everything. It just wasn't happening.
The Crayolas. They knew that.
Don't you love when simpletons try to denigrate other people and their knowledge? I love it.
We're dealing with developmentally challenged individuals.
Oh boy.
Do you understand?
That's the situation.
What are you gonna do?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh
Good to see you guys smiling and happy.
It's funny because there's probably maybe 2 high school degrees between the group of 4 of them, but you know, hey,
having a good time. It's been hard.
Great, thank you for having us, Brett. For real, this is a great thing, and I'm glad G could show up. This is great.
Well, you guys are going to be happier when I see you later, so don't worry about it. I got you.
Oh.
Some cucking in the near future.
Well, bless you.
Are you going to bring Jesus Christ back
Oh,
so we can all
please.
just go home?
Well, I don't got that kind of power, but I can bring you. I don't got that kind of power, but I can definitely bring some encouragement and get you away from all this negativity. That's for sure.
Man, G, how much are you ready for Jesus to come back?
Oh, he can come back right now if he wants. Right now, at this very moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like just take me home. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm
We
tired.
have the kingdom period here, you know.
Yeah. I want to go straight to Judgment Day, and I want to see what God does to these people.
Oh,
I want to see what He has to say.
I can't wait.
I can't.
What are you gonna do?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh
Good to see you guys smiling and having a good time. It's been
The announcement is this. I'm going to be doing a Google Hangout next Friday. Not today, but next Friday. And that particular Google Hangout will be focused on primarily one thing. I'm asking everyone to bring their own personal rap to this particular Google Hangout.
I'm going to expose myself on YouTube. I'm going to make a YouTube video embarrassing myself.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I got to tell you about the fabulous, most groovy
Gman. You know you're breaking the law right now. I will stomp a mud hole in you, sir. I am not playing, Dragnauct.
My name is Gman.
You got the audacity. You're going to jail. You got the audacity.
My name is Gman.
You got the audacity. That's all I got to say. You got the audacity. I stole $3,000. You got the audacity. You got the audacity. Because you don't got no evidence.
My name is Gman. My name is Gman.
No big business that I mean.
My name is Gman. My name is Gman.
You can't beat me in fighting. You can't beat me in chemistry. You can't beat me in biology. You can't even walk better than me. You can't outrun me. Dude, you can't even out-talk me.
My name is Gman.
You got the audacity. That's all I got to say. You got the audacity. I stole $3,000. You got the audacity. You got the audacity. Because you don't got no evidence.
My name is Gman. My name is Gman.
No big business that I mean.
My name is Gman. My name is Gman.
You can't beat me in fighting. You can't beat me in chemistry. You can't beat me in biology. You can't even walk me. Dude, you can't even out-talk me. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey. Come to Jersey City.
Hello, everyone, and welcome